Hello, my name is Jelle for Calisthenics Worldwide, and today we will be reviewing the long Parallettes by Gravity Fitness. So Gravity Fitness is a UK-based seller and producer of awesome calisthenics products, and now they have created a new line of Parallettes, which are the hybrid Parallettes, which are made of wood and also made of steel. So the former version, they were only made of steel, and now they have created a new design which is made to be more stable and strong. And also they have different versions of the product. So this one is the long one, and they also have a higher one, which is the medium Parallettes. And they have a small one, Parallettes they are called, and they are basically push-up bars. Nice, so over here we have the laws of gravity. This is quite a nice pun on Gravity Fitness, and they have a list of, for instance, bodyweight training is the foundation of all strength. Seek progress, these kind of things. Super cool. Alright, so over here we have all of the parts of the Parallettes. These are the bottoms, and over here we have the handle, and then here we have all the feet for the Parallettes, which are slanted and rubber. Over here we have a bag which contains a circle which is going to be on the sides of the Parallettes. You have a tool to put in the bolts and the screws. So let's get to assembling this one. Alright, so this is Parallette number 1. So a couple of things to take into consideration is that you do have this tool to put everything in. For the bolts it's quite easy to do, so that's perfectly fine. For the screws we would recommend using a machine instead to make it more easy and faster, but it's still very doable with the tool, so you have everything that you need to put this together. Another thing is that you want to take into consideration that the logo will be facing upwards when you put in the handles, and also you want to make sure that they are sturdy on the floor so that they will not be uneven. So let's put the second one together. So we just assembled these Parallettes, and there's a couple things we still want to mention. First of all, you get 2 extra screws and you get 1 extra bolt as well. So if you damage them, you can replace them, so that's nice. And over here we have a sticker which looks like it might come off in the future at some point, so it might be nice if it gets engraved into the footing instead. But it's still a nice looking sticker. We have put it in the inside of the Parallettes right now, but if you want people to see it, you can also put it on the outside. And another thing, when it comes to the assembly, it's actually better if you put on the slanted anti-slip rubber feet first, because then you prevent your Parallettes from being uneven. They are very nice on the floor. It makes it possible to train on any kinds of surfaces, like for instance tiles or normal flooring, but also outside. Also here we have a matte powder coated steel. It's super high quality materials that they've used. Because of that, we think that these Parallettes will last you for a long time. Also the wood is very nice. It feels good on the hands. And over here, as you can see, there is a logo which is laser engraved. It's nice that they used wood because wood absorbs sweat, which makes it possible to train with even less chalk than, for instance, when you're using steel Parallettes. You do want to prevent salt water from getting on it when you, for instance, want to use these Parallettes on the beach. And also you don't want to leave these out in the rain, for instance. The Parallettes feel very sturdy and strong, so that's very nice as well. The Parallettes are 12.5 centimeters high. They are 22 centimeters wide, and they are 70 centimeters long. They weigh 4 kilos and the grip is 40 millimeters thick. So these Parallettes are actually inspired by gymnastics Parallettes. They are very long, and for instance, when you're doing your straight bar handstands on these, even if you have very wide shoulders, you can still train that on these Parallettes, so that's really unique. With the Parallettes also comes a training guide, which is the Gravity Fitness Parallette Training Guide, which goes from beginner to pro. These are very well suited for the pros because they're very stable parallettes. So for instance, you can do Maltese on these, you can do your handstands, you can do push-ups, you can also do your handstand push-ups as well. You can do your V-sits, your L-sits. So also for beginners it's quite nice, but for instance for beginners you can't do chair dips on these very well. And also when you want to do an L-sit or V-sit to a handstand, because there's less range of motion on these, because you would hit the floor, it's very hard for a beginner to do. So if you want to learn that, you might choose for the medium parallettes, which are higher parallettes. But also for the pros, if you want to do exercises that have a lot of range of motion, like deep handstand push-ups or any other exercise with a lot of range of motion, you could also choose for the medium parallettes. And if you want to go for portability, then we would recommend to go for the Parallettes, which are basically push-up bars and which are easy to take on a trip. When it comes to the pricing, these are actually 80 euros, the medium parallettes are 75 euros, and the Parallettes, they are 60 euros. So you basically have to make your decision based on what exercise you want to be doing on these parallettes and what your budget is. So we really love the long Parallettes by Gravity Fitness. They are the longest parallettes that we have seen so far, and they're super stable, they're super nice to use, and we really like the combination of the wood and the steel. We love the whole line of the hybrid parallettes that Gravity Fitness created because it's such a complete package. It has something for any practitioner, so these are great for the pros, and we have also the medium ones and the Parallettes, which are great for beginners and also for people who want a portable parallette. So there's something for anyone. If you are interested in these, then there will be links in the description. So we hope we helped you out with making your decision. And for the rest, we want to thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day.